Hello?
Where's my water? Hello, and welcome to my room. It has been a thick minute since I've done a favorites video, and the past month of my life has been very, very eventful, so I have a lot to talk about. It's very early in the morning because I have so much to do today, so I'm just kind of in this like mental state of like, I should be sleeping right now, but I'm awake, and I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go! That's been most of the past month, but it's been a good month, a very productive month, and let's just get into the favorites. First up are my fashion favorites. Top of the list is these bowling shirts. I have two of them. I liked this one so much that I just bought another one. They are way too big for me, like way too big. I think I could fit like two of me inside of each one of them, but they're so cute that I just don't care. Walk around looking like a pillowcase. They're just cute, I like them. They remind me a lot of the 50s, and I love 50s fashion. Don't love the morals of the 50s, but I love the fashion of the 50s. The bowling shirts remind me a lot of like a local senior citizen I would see in my hometown on his way to the bowling alley every week. I'm dead serious when I say that when I look for fashion inspiration, I very seriously think, what would the old people in my hometown be wearing? And that's how I came up with the idea to get these shirts. They're cool. Get yourself a bowling shirt if you feel like looking like a 50s teen. Next up is something you've already seen. It is this hoodie. It is a Champion hoodie. I'm not like much of like a brand name person, but I saw this and I was just like, I see a vision of myself fitting my whole entire body inside of this hoodie. And then I knew I had to purchase it. I very consistently buy things that are way too large for my body. Someone is speaking to me. The past month I've been in the studio so much studio time that my brain is sizzled. Hiding myself in this hoodie has helped me retain the smallest semblance of sanity. It's very cozy, it's not summery at all, but that doesn't matter if you spend all of your time inside of an air-conditioned cafe from like 6 in the morning to 11:30 at night. We'd love a workaholic, but it's really good, very cozy. I've been wearing it a lot. Last on the list is this Groove for St. Jude shirt. I got this shirt at a thrift store in Texas last time I was there. Once again, it's just way too large. Like it goes down to my kneecaps. And I'm not like the tiniest person, I'm 5'10". But here's the deal, I always do this thing when I go to thrift stores. I see a shirt that is so cute and I really want it, and then I'm like, well, I'll just buy it anyways and just wear it when I'm sleeping. But then I don't wear it when I'm just sleeping, I wear it all the time and I look like a toddler. It's a problem, but am I gonna fix it? No. I've been wearing it while I was sleeping and then I just like don't even change out of it, and then I just put on shorts and then just continue on through the day, so I've been getting a lot of use out of it. It also just reminds me of the 4th of July. I spent 4th of July in Texas with my best friend this year, so it just has really good memories and it's a favorite. Next up are my music favorites. I've had the most scattered music taste in my whole entire life in the past month. Like I just went through like every genre. It's been a crazy month, okay? That is my justification. When I started out the month, it was Shawn Mendes. It was just Shawn Mendes, like nobody else. Only Shawn Mendes. For like 2 weeks, all I listened to. Even his older stuff, just all of it. Ever since that new album came out, I just was like, Shawn Mendes. It was very intense. Probably listened to the whole album all the way through like 900 times. I really like In My Blood, Like to Be You, Nervous, and When You're Ready. Very sweet songs. He's a sweet boy. He's just a good kid. And then all of a sudden, I discovered an artist named Bulo. I think that's how you say her name. Maybe Below. Who knows? By now next time on Conan doesn't know how to pronounce anything. She is this cool mixture of like electronic, pop, synth music, but it's definitely pop, like it's pop music. My favorite song of hers is this song named You and Jennifer. It's the song that I found her from. It's so cool. There's like vocoders everywhere and all these harmonies, and like the lyrics are so interesting, and it's just like fantastic songwriting. She's just really interesting, and I was really obsessed with like all of her music for like another week. So very starkly went from like Shawn Mendes to like electronic pop, and then I went like straight from electronic pop music to country music. I don't know how that happened. And then it was just country music for like 2 weeks. I just don't understand my brain mechanisms. Granted, the country music that I was listening to is very progressive country music. I listened mostly to Casey Musgraves. If you don't know who Casey Musgraves is, then you're really missing out. I know country music gets a really bad rep, but I was raised on country music, and country music reminds me a lot of home, and when I'm homesick, I always always listen to country music, and a lot of my songwriting style is actually borrowed from country music, and if you sang it in a country accent, like all of my songs would sound like country songs. And that's something I don't really talk about very often, but country music actually played a really massive role in my life and in my musical life. Casey Musgrave's new album is so good. The songwriting is top notch, so smart, it's just so well done. She is the progressive country pop music artist that we all needed, that America needed, that the world needed. My favorites from her new album are Space Cowboy, Slow Burn, Butterflies, and also her older stuff like Merry Go Round and Follow Your Arrow. Just like great country songs. The thing that I really like about country music is what it's about. Subject-wise, it's much more interesting than pop music. A lot of modern radio pop music right now is about love. And of course, love is a great thing, and obviously it's a great thing to sing about. It's a very massive feeling that everyone has. But it's always about love and relationships and, oh, that person cheated on me, or I'm so in love with this person. But country music, and good country music, you know, not country music that's like sitting in my truck with a beer in my hand, but like good country music that I was raised on. It's about life in general, and the songs are very much just about like, this is what my life is like, this is what I do every day, and it's centered around this very slow-paced ideal of life, which Idle Town is very much about the same exact thing. And a lot of the music that I write is about kind of just life, and it's not about relationships and things like that. And that's what I really love about country music, because it's about like normal life. I just love country music. Country music means a lot to me, and it's done a lot for my songwriting. So then after my like week of country music, I went back to my norm. Lord, she's back. Everything's normal again, but it's been a weird month for me music-wise. Next up are just some miscellaneous favorites. The past month, I got very ill, just like I do almost every month. I just have a terrible immune system. It's great. I don't have the immune system of a city boy. The city's too dirty, and I get sick all the time. But while I was very sick, I watched a lot of TV shows, but mostly one. I watched this show named Big Little Lies. It has Reese Witherspoon, Shailene Woodley, and Zoe Kravitz. A great show, very well made. It's like an intense, dark comedy centered around these wealthy mothers on the coast of California. It's super gripping. Like, I watched the first episode and I just had to keep watching it. But with that being said, it's definitely very graphic and is centered around very painful experiences. So I would definitely use caution before watching the show. I really liked it. I thought it was very good, and I watched all of it in one sitting, or one laying rather, because I was very sick. Next up is the show Queer Eye. I've talked about Queer Eye a lot of times, but I just love it. It's so wholesome. I watched the whole entire first season with my best friend Ashley last time I was in Texas, and then this time that I was in Texas, I watched the whole entire second season with her. It is by far the most wholesome show that's circulating the world right now. I'm so glad that people are watching it and that it's getting popular. It's basically a makeover show where 5 gay men make over these straight men's lives, or not always straight men, but just like men's lives, and help them better themselves. And not only do they like help the men, but they also like help their families and like redo their house and like help them have healthier living habits. And it's just like the best show ever. It's so cute. It's so wholesome. I've never seen anything more wholesome in my whole entire life. Each one of the Fab Five have like a different role. So like Bobby does home renovation, and Karamo is a therapist, Tan is a stylist, and Jonathan does beauty and hair, and of course everyone's favorite Anthony, who squashes avocados. But what I really love about the show is how much this show is helping unify the whole country. I grew up in a very conservative small town in Texas, and I think small towns from the South get demonized a lot. Anyone who's never been to the South or doesn't know anyone from Texas, you know, automatically thinks like, oh, terrible people, like Trump supporters, like homophobes and stuff like that. But the truth is, times are really changing in the South, and Queer Eye, the show, is based in Georgia, which is very southern, very much has the same ideals as Texas, and yet the show is set there and is kind of showing the world how much love and acceptance and just unity there is in the South. It's helping every community kind of like be less scared of each other, because, you know, a lot of the tension that exists in the world comes from fear of each other. So I just think this show is so important, and I think it's actually doing a really important thing in the world right now, and I just love it. It's just really good. Next up is the movie The Princess Diaries. I'm not even going to explain this one. If you haven't seen The Princess Diaries, watch it. It has Anne Hathaway and freaking Julie Andrews from the freaking Sound of Music. It is an essential of everybody's young adult life. Just watch it. I'm ordering you. That is your homework for today. It's summer vacation, but I'm giving you a homework. Last up on my list is this Dolly Parton record. The past month has been a really big music month for me, so I've been working on music harder than I ever have in my whole entire life. I'm very excited to show it to you guys, but it's been really hard. It's been like a very confusing process, and I'm learning kind of like as I go and as I make mistakes. So it's been really tough, and I've really been missing home and really been missing my friends, and I guess just kind of like missing simpler times. But a week ago, I just gotten out of a meeting and I walked into Amoeba Records, which is a very, very famous record store in Hollywood. I was walking around and I didn't really like see anything that I wanted. Then last minute, I fell upon this amazing Dolly Parton record, Jolene and I Will Always Love You. Just so many good classic Dolly Parton songs. If you don't know who Dolly Parton is, I guarantee that you do know who Dolly Parton is. You probably just don't know that you know who Dolly Parton is. This is a very little known fact, but Dolly Parton is actually the original writer of the song I Will Always Love You by the amazing, the incredible Whitney Houston. So Whitney Houston's rendition, the massive one, the super big record that like punches you right in the face, that incredible song is actually a cover of Dolly Parton's song. Dolly Parton is the sole writer of the song. She wrote it all by herself, and her version of it, you know, the original, is just this very like sweet, tender love song that she wrote for her friend as a goodbye. I adore Dolly Parton. She is one of the most talented songwriters, and she's just such a massive inspiration to me. She came from absolutely nothing. She was one of 12 children, and she was born in Tennessee to a farming family that had absolutely no money. Her parents didn't know how to read or to write, yet Dolly ended up being one of the most famous songwriters of all time. And that is all due to her passion and her talent and her heart, which is just absolutely made of gold. She is just like such an amazing story of redemption. If you haven't listened to the original version of I Will Always Love You, it's just beautiful, and you can just tell how genuine it is. So this record just meant a lot to me the past month. That is everything for this favorites video. I really hope you enjoyed it. In the comments below, I'd love to hear what your favorites have been the past month. I find a lot of my own favorites from you guys tweeting me or from you guys commenting things, so I'd love to hear it. If you'd like to see me more than once a week, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm very active on those. I have no filter on those at all, so I'll see you guys in a week with a brand new video. God bless and goodbye!